I do wonder about some families. For example, under Islam, women often assist in the so-called honour killings of their daughters. And in FGM, holding their screaming little girls down, while their genitals are hacked off without anaesthetic and with God knows what razor blades or other ghastly instruments. My father was a big admirer of Islam, but then so were all Nazis, or at least so was Hitler. My mother hated it, but I was sat here thinking, mothers assist in these things. Well, in my case, I think that actually my mother did know what my father was doing to me. But I also think that in her mind I was a willing partner, a sort of love rival. Hence the scarring of my lip, hence the arsenic, hence watching while he tried to suffocate me, hence not even bothering to go to the hospital, to come to the hospital, when I was admitted after a very nearly successful suicide attempt. It very nearly did kill me. It was the first one. It was on October 76, 1st October 76. Can't get over the fact that I continued to love this woman. Very, very much. And grieved terribly at her death, and still felt very emotional when I uploaded my first video to here about her death. There is a part of me now that thinks karma. She got what was coming. And my fate is going to be an awful lot worse than hers, because of the damage that was done to me in childhood. My lungs have gone, my liver's gone or going. And my brother is just following along in line, basically. He was the one who threatened to excise me when I came out as lesbian in 1998. I will abandon you, you will cease to exist. Comes on my timeline to tell me to die alone. Because he didn't like my politics, was that? Or because I was telling the truth, was that? I can't remember. Unfortunately, I deleted the post, which did actually acknowledge that I had suffered abuse. And I deleted it off my timeline, however, I still have his messages in which he acknowledged it. He also acknowledged in those messages the likelihood that our father was, in fact, a Nazi. I did feel a bit guilty at the time, but on the one hand I was getting his messages as part of an attempt at reconciliation, and on the other I was uploading what he told me to YouTube. I did feel that was kind of a betrayal, but given the things that he's believed about me all the years and acted on them, and that he's turned his entire family against me because of what he believed, and that I've never seen my family in donkey's years because of what they've been made to believe, and that he's following in his father's footsteps, basically, and has all the same politics. I mean, I don't care what he says, his politics are Nazi politics. Identical to his father's. I sort of sit there when I read these articles about honour killings and so on, and think, how the hell could a mother stand by and watch her daughter killed, or even aid and abet it, because of some weird notion of honour? Her daughter's life is worth nothing to the mother, or to the father, or to any member of the family. Are they all psychopaths? Is that somehow built into their religion, psychopathy? Mind you, then I go into an atheist group. And whilst it has to be said that something like 75% are pretty decent people, at 25% I would not want to meet in a dark alley or anywhere else, judging by their comments. So it can't be put down entirely to religion, can it? I suppose it's just a general feeling that, worldwide actually, not just in Islam, a worldwide feeling. Look at the southern states of America. Sorry to my southern states of America friends. But just look at the opinions of women that are actually disseminated. Still getting opinions like women have no intelligence and well, more than the person saying that, that's for sure. It's just incredible. And the world is all up in arms now about male circumcision. It's coming down really hard now about male circumcision and still allowing FGM. And although I do understand now that male circumcision is far more serious than I once thought, it's not as serious as FGM. It isn't. I've been saying for a long time that if it was cultural to cut off part of a boy's penis, it would never be allowed. And it isn't being allowed. It's being stomped on. But there are people defending FGM on the grounds that it's cultural, including feminists. I wonder how many people exactly. I knew a lot. Many women I've known have had dreadful lives just because they were women. And that was in England. And that was in England when we didn't have cultures from other countries in England, only the English culture.